Good morning, traders. This is Perry Woki with StartupTrading.com, and it's 8:51 a.m. Eastern Time on Friday, May 28th. This is the last day of May to trade. Markets will be closed Monday, so we have a 3-day weekend. So the last 3 to 4 weeks, every weekend, cryptocurrencies have sold off, right? So we will find out Monday, right? Because Monday is basically just a U.S. holiday. If it's the Americans that are bidding back up cryptocurrencies, or if it's the rest of the world. So this should be a little bit interesting of a tell, but keep in mind, Bitcoin really, in my opinion, needs to start getting over 42,100 before it's even meaningful that it could, start a retrace. And it's really left this gap down since basically, let's just call it 49, 50,000 is where the gap in the charts are. But it's been consolidating and basing down here for about 2 weeks now. It had that retest of basically 30,000 last weekend. So let's see if that holds this weekend, if it even gets back down there. And then, you know, Ethereum went down to 1,700 last weekend. Let's see what it does this weekend and go from there. But coming back in Monday, right, we'll see if those haven't rebounded Monday from the rest of the world, right? Uh, Coming into Tuesday could be, where a lot of traders that have large positions in cryptocurrencies, right? They're going to have to start selling things. So we'll see how that goes. That's just a risk for Tuesday. And the traders know that. So we beat that up a little bit. So let's look at where we are. We are at the top end of a range, normally heading into a 3-day weekend. I would like to look for a squeeze up because there's really nothing that the bears can do. But we can't really cross over the all-time high today as a reasonable possibility because yesterday's range was so small. And we're already, because of the way that the difference between the settlement and the close, there's about 12 and a quarter points. So basically, if you know we ended up at 5 p.m. up higher, and we'll get into that right now. But long story short, we're still at the top of this balance area. We could stay between basically 41.90 and 42.20 today, and that would be about a 30-point range, and that would be perfectly reasonable. Getting back under 90, right? We should get back down to 75s probably. And then looking at all the indexes, the NASDAQ ever since Monday has been trapped shortly after Monday's opening bell between 13,625 and 13,730. So wherever that goes, it should, if it breaks out of there, that could have a pretty good move that gets started, either up or down. But today it could just still spend. It doesn't have, nothing says it has to break out of this consolidation today. Looking at the Dow, it's holding 34,566 is what it's holding, and then really that just comes back if it fails down to about 34,500. A whole 66 points it could drop. And to the upside, you're probably looking at 744 if it takes off to the upside. The ES again, that 4222 to 4205. And the Russell has been the strongest, right? It's probably due for a pullback, but it is sitting there consolidating on its 2273 target. It does target up to 2310 for the next leg up, but it may have a little bit of a pullback before it gets up there. It may not be able to print that level today. Looking at the overnight action, very tight, 10.75 points. That sets up better for the bears, believe it or not, than it does for the bulls. And then, like I said, we settled down at 41.99. We settled down at value area low. That's where the gap fill is for the 4 p.m. trade. But at 5 p.m. we closed basically at 12. So we've had those salmon run trades last night. So basically the entire range of the value area is the difference between the 4 o'clock and 4:15 settlements there. So we have salmon runs in the Russell and the ES. This salmon run box from before is for the Dow, is not from yesterday's action. So that is still support and resistance above and below. So I would expect, to be honest with you, a little bit more chop today until proven otherwise. I don't think we're breaking out today. I think people are going to be reluctant to do anything ahead of the long weekend because of all the cryptocurrency exposures, and they're going to see how that plays out. And if we get to Tuesday and we haven't had that breakout, you're probably looking that they're going to wait until after non-farm payroll now. So I expect some chop. I expect today to be a little bit slower a session. If you're looking for trends, it'll probably be the Russell. I hope this helps you guys have a great weekend. Enjoy the Monday off and enjoy the time with everyone. We'll talk to you.